Hello dear students, today I am going to discuss the SET-Z question paper of Higher Secondary Part 1st Subject Physical Education for the session Annual Regular Winter Zone 2021 of Jammu Division. I hope that this question paper is helpful for the students, those who are going to appear during the session Annual Regular 2022 in Summer Zone of Jammu Division. What the important information I want to share with you that as per the notification of the Jammu and Kashmir Board of School Education granted concession of 30% marks and need to attempt only 70% marks out of the total marks allotted in the question paper. Due to this reason, the time allotted in the question paper has been reduced vide his notification number 21 dated 9th of November 2021. Condition number 1. Question paper having 3 hours duration shall have to be attempted in 2 hours and 30 minutes only. Condition number 2. Question paper having 2 hours and 30 minutes duration paper shall have to be attempted in 2 hours and 10 minutes only. Condition number 3. Question paper having 2 hours duration paper shall have to be attempted in 1 hour and 40 minutes only. The zoology and botany question papers having allotted time of 1 hour and 30 minutes each shall have to be attempted in 1 hour and 15 minutes each. Section A. Multiple choice questions. Each questions carry 1 marks each. Question number 1. The length and breadth of handball play field is option first 30 meter into 20 meter. Second 20 meter into 50 meter. Third 40 meter into 20 meter. Fourth none of these. Answer is option third 40 meter into 20 meter. Question number 2. The weight of hockey stick is option 1 16 to 32 ounce. Second 20 to 32 ounce. Third 15 to 32 ounce. Fourth none of these. Answer is option first 16 to 32 ounce. Question number 3. The weight of newly born baby heart is option 1 50 gram. Second 30 gram. Third 20 gram. Fourth none of these. Answer is option third 20 gram. Question number 4. The human body contains more than individual muscles. Option 1 400 to 500. Second 600 to 650. Third 206 to 306. Fourth all of these. Answer is option second 600 to 650. Question number 5. The female taking anabolic steroids develop number 1 feminine, second masculine, third animal, fourth none of these. Answer is option second masculine. Question number 6. No smoking day is observed throughout the world. Option first January 15, second May 31st, third June 30, fourth none of these. Answer is option second May 31st. Question number 7. The plain dictionary meaning of word physical education is relating to option 1 human, second body, third strength, fourth none of these. Answer is option second body. Question number 8. Who says psychology is a positive science of behavior? Option 1 Ross, second NL mum. Third, Veriton. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option third, Veriton. Section B. Very short answer type questions. Each question carry 2 marks. Question number 9. Define strain and its types. This question is related to chapter number 10, Common Sports Injuries and Rehabilitation. The answer may be strain is an injury of muscle, generally known as muscle pull. Strain injury causes tearing of muscle. In other words, this is caused by the violent stretch of muscle. Types. There are 3 types of strain. Number 1, mild strain. Second, moderate strain. Third, severe strain. Explain all these types into 2 to 3 lines, or define fracture and its types. This question is also related to chapter number 10, Common Sports Injuries and Rehabilitation. The answer may be fracture. A fracture is a broken bone, or when a bone cracks or breaks, it is called or known as fracture. Types of fracture. There are 7 types of fracture. Number 1, green stick fracture. Second, comminuted fracture. Third, impacted fracture. Fourth, simple fracture. Fifth, compound fracture. 6, complicated fracture. 7, depressed fracture. Explain all these fractures into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 10. Write a short note on bodybuilding food. This question is related to chapter number 9, Diet and its importance in physical development. The answer may be bodybuilding food consists of proteins. Proteins help in the growth and development of body. Proteins are found in food items like cheese, nuts, eggs, soya, milk, and fish extra. Though proteins can produce energy equivalent to that of carbohydrates, they are meant for development and maintenance of body structure and organizations. So, these types of foods are called bodybuilding food. Question number 11. Write a short note on Olympic torch. This question is related to chapter number 8, Olympic Games. The answer may be the founder of the modern Olympic Games, wherein D. Coubertin, was too ill to go to Amsterdam Olympic Games, so he sent a message to the athletes and all others taking part in Olympic Games. In his message, he urged them to keep alive the flame of the revived Olympic spirit. The torch is carried and relayed on foot as far as possible by runners until it is finally taken to the city where the games are to be conducted. On its way, the particular country through which it passes shall arrange for relay runners to bear torch. Often the torch has to be taken abroad by ship or plane to cross the ocean. Question number 12. Write a short note on Independence Day. This question is related to chapter number 7, National Games. The answer may be Independence Day marks the end of British rule in 1947 and the establishment of a free and independent India nation. It also marks the anniversary of the partition of the subcontinent into 2 countries. It is a great day for India. In New Delhi, Red Fort parade ground, millions of Indians from different parts of the country gather to listen the annual speech of Prime Minister, a salute of 31 guns is fired, and from the sky petals of red roses are showered from the army helicopter in the city streets. Question number 13. Name the different colleges, universities of J&K. Those offered courses of physical education. This question is related to chapter number 4, Career Aspects in Physical Education. The answer may be the different colleges oblique universities of J&K. Those offered courses of physical education are as listed below. Number 1. Jammu universities offered 2 years BPEd and MPEd courses in physical education. Number 2. Kashmir universities also offer 2 years BPEd and MPEd courses in physical education. Number 3. Jammu University also offer 1 year diploma course in yoga. 4th, Ganderbal Kashmir College of Physical Education offer 2 years BPEd course in physical education. Question number 14. Write a short note on dislocation. This question is related to chapter number 10, Common Sports Injuries and Rehabilitation. The answer may be: a dislocation is an injury to a joint, a place where two or more of your bones comes together, in which the ends of your bones are forced from their normal position. The painful injury temporarily deforms and immobilizes your joint. Dislocation is most common in the shoulders and fingers. If you suspect dislocation, seek prompt medical attention to return your bones to their proper position. Question number 15. Explain the types of obesity. This question is related to chapter number 9, Diet and its importance in physical development. The answer may be: the obesity is generally classified into two types. The two types of obesity are as listed below. Number 1, hyperplastic obesity. In this type of obesity, human being having more than normal number of fat is called as hyperplastic obesity. Second, hypertrophic obesity. In this type of obesity, human being having more than normal size of the fat cells is called hypertrophic obesity. Question number 16. Write a short note on Olympic rings. This question is related to chapter number 8, Olympic Games. The answer may be: the Olympic symbol consists of 5 interlinked rings in 5 different colors. The 5 different colors represents the union of the 5 continents. Each ring was proposed by Baron Perry de Coubertin. Blue color represent American continent. Black color represent African continent. Yellow color represent Asian continent. Red color represent Australian continent. Green color represent a European continent. Question number 17. Write a short note on Dhyan Chand Award. This question is related to chapter number 7, National Games. The answer may be: Dhyan Chand was called as the Wizard of Indian hockey. Dhyan Chand led India in the Berlin Olympic 1936. India had won the gold medal for the third time. Dhyan Chand is India's highest sports award for lifetime achievement. The award is started in the year 2002. The award carries a cash prize of rupees 5 lakh and scroll of honor. Question number 18. Explain the terms yoga teacher and fitness trainer. This question is related to chapter number 4, career aspects in physical education. The answer may be a yoga teacher is a fitness and wellness professional who leads a group classes in yoga. They teach students how to perform the various stretching poses, meditation, and promote mindfulness in addition to overall well being. Fitness trainer, a personal trainer, is an individual who has earned a certification that demonstrates they have achieved a level of competency for creating and delivering safe and effective exercise program. Section C, short answer type questions. Each questions carry 3 marks. Question number 19. Explain the importances of physical education. This question is related to chapter number 1, concept of physical education. The answer may be introduction. The importances of physical education in helping out the man from various self-created problems arising out of modernizations of the society cannot be understood. Few importances of physical education are as listed below. Number 1, optimum development. 2, of emotional development. 3, growth and development. 4, social adjustment. 5, character development. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines, or write down the various objectives of physical education. This question is also related to chapter number 1, concept of physical education. The answer may be introduction, objectives or steps, advances and realities in relation to the aim. In order to achieve objective of physical education, the following widely accepted objectives have been laid down. Number 1, physical development. 2, psychological development. 3, social development. 4, emotional development. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 20. Write down any 3 definitions of psychology. This question is related to chapter number 3, psychological aspects of physical education. The answer may be different psychologists have given different definitions. The 3 definitions are as listed below. Number 1, according to Crow and Crow, psychology is the science of human behavior and its relationship. 2, according to N.L. Mum, psychology is the scientific investigation of behavior. 3, according to Ross, it is the interpretation and explanation of behavior in mental, physical term. Question number 21. Explain the avenues of career preparation in physical education. This question is related to chapter number 4, career aspects in physical education. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. To choose one's career in the competitive world is not an easy task. The preparation of good career starts from the family. Today, most of the career options are selected by the family or by the parents' pleasure. The following avenues helps them in their career preparation or as listed below. Number 1, interest in sports. 2, perfection in any game. 3, develop high level fitness. 4, checking out own mistakes. 5, develop leadership qualities. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 22. Write a short note on Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratan Award. This question is related to chapter number 7, National Games. The answer may be this award is started in the year 1991-92 in the memory of late Prime Minister Shri Rajiv Gandhi. Rupees 5 lakh is given as the award for the most spectacular performance in the field and sports by an individual. The prize money now increased from 5 lakh to 7.5 lakh in Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratan Award. Question number 23. Write down the modern history of Olympic Games. This question is related to chapter number 8, Olympic Games. The answer may be the credit of starting modern Olympic Games goes to Varin Paris de Coubertin of France. As per the wishes of his family member, took training of soldier at SET-ZANNUAL in France. Due to lack of interest, he left the job in between. He studied the political science and he has a strong interest to study national and international problems. In 1893, he does struggle for the revival of Olympic Games. He calls international conference and 75 representatives of 13 countries attended the conference and unanimously agreed to revive the Olympic Games. Due to this reason, modern Olympic Games held in Greece 1896. Question number 24. Write a short note on vitamins and minerals. This question is related to chapter number 9, Diet and its importances in physical development. The answer may be vitamins. A balanced diet consists of all the vitamins like A, B, C, D, E and K. Animal sources are eggs, fish, milk and cheese. Plant sources are groundnut, peas, beans and pulses, etc. Minerals. Minerals are inorganic compounds. The main sources of minerals are milk, leafy vegetables, cheese, common salt, etc. The minerals present in leafy vegetables are calcium, iron, phosphorus, magnesium, sulfur, potassium, iodine, sodium and chlorine, etc. Question number 25. Write a short note on muscle pull. This question is related to chapter number 10, Common Sports Injuries and Rehabilitation. The answer may be muscle pull or cramp is a very common complaint in cricketer and athlete. Muscle pull is occurring unexpectedly and involuntary shrinking of one or many muscles and may be either constantly present or tending to restore bodily tone. Question number 26. Explain any three definitions of physical education. This question is related to chapter number 1, Concept of Physical Education. Different physical educationists have given different definitions. These definitions are as listed below. Number 1, according to Irwin, physical education is a program of physical activities that develops health in youth. 2. According to Charles A. Butcher, physical education is an integral part of total education process. 3. According to J.B. Nash, physical education is the sum of those experiences which come to the individual through movement. Question number 27. Explain the meaning of motivation. This question is related to chapter number 3, Psychological Aspects of Physical Education. The answer may be Meaning of motivation. Motivation is one of the most fascinating and important area in human psychology. Motivation has immense effect of learning. In this absence of motivation, either there will be no learning or very little learning. For example, we may observe a child learning to ride a bicycle. He falls down several times and in process gets cuts bounds, but he doesn't give up. Every time he gets up and makes another attempt till he attain mastery. We may say that the boy was intensely motivated to learn, that he kept on going in spite of failure or injury. Section D, long answer type questions, 5 marks each. Question number 28. Explain the fundamental skills of hockey in detail. This question is related to chapter number 6, concept of major games and sports, and subchapter is hockey. The answer may be few fundamental skills of hockey or as listed below. Number 1, grip of the hockey stick. 2, dribbling. 3, push. 4, hit. 5, flick. 6, scoop. 7, dodge. 8, corner push. 9, tapping. 10, free hit. Explain all these fundamental skills into 2 to 3 lines, or explain the fundamental skills of badminton in detail. This question is also related to chapter number 6, concept of major games and sports, and subchapter is badminton. The answer may be few fundamental skills of badminton or as listed below. Number 1, grip of the racket. 2, stance. 3, service, long service and short service. 4, footwork. 5, position of the receiver. 6, forehand stroke. 7, backhand stroke. 8, smash. 9, half smash. 10, drop. 11, tap. 12, flat return. Explain all these fundamental skills into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 29. Write down the importances of health education in detail. This question is related to chapter number 5, health and family education. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. Knowledge of health education assumes great importance in India, where most of the people are ignorant to the basic principles of health and hygiene. Health education programs are basically of preventive and promotive nature. A well-known proverb as prevention is better than cure. Health education is important for everyone for the following ways. Number 1, prevention and cure of diseases. 2, knowledge of health education. 3, knowledge of environmental hygiene. 4, mental health. 5, family health care. 6, nutrition knowledge. 7, eating habits. 8, health education is a comprehensive process. 9, knowledge of health. 10, educational opportunities available. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines, or write down the harmful effects of drugs on individual. This question is also related to chapter number 5, health and family education. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. The body gets addicted to them and works only if these drugs are taken regularly. This addiction is very powerful. It may lead to do crimes like theft, stealing and drug trafficking, etc. The addiction can only be spotted by strong determination, hospitalization and sympathetic attitude from family and friends. Harmful effects. Few harmful effects of drugs are as listed below. Number 1, cause a serious damage to nervous system. 2, drugs addicts neglect their studies. 3, AIDS has spread rapidly in drugs addicts due to sharing of common needles for injection of drugs. Fourth, drugs adversely affect on cardiovascular system. 5. Eyesight badly affected and hearing capacity also lost. 6. Coordination of various body parts slowly lost. 7. Drugs addiction would ultimately lead to death. 8. Continuous use of drugs would causes impotency. 9. Drugs addiction create problems for family. 10. An addict remains aloof from the family and his relations with other members of the family. Question number 30. Explain the effects of exercises on respiratory system. This question is related to chapter number 2, physiological aspects of physical education. Regular exercise, the answer may be regular exercises why an individual over a considerable period of time have far reaching effects on the respiratory system of our body. The effects of exercises on respiratory systems are as listed below. Number 1. Faster removal of carbon dioxide. 2. Aerobic endurance developed. 3. Chest expanded. 4. Residual volume increased. 5. Lungs volume increased. 6. Respiratory muscles become strong. 7. Resistance power increased. 8. Respiratory rate decreased. 9. Ventilator efficiency increased. 10. Alveoles number increased. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines, or explain the effects of exercises on muscular system. This question is also related to chapter number 2, physiological aspects of physical education. The answer may be regular exercises why an individual over a considerable period of time have far-reaching effects on the muscular system of our body. The effects of exercises on muscular system are as listed below. Number 1. Biochemical changes in muscles. Second, body composition changes. Third, gain in strength. Fourth, increase in muscle mass. 5. Better neuromuscular coordination. 6. Efficient use of diet. 7. Proper shape of the body. 8. Reducing chances of obesity. 9. Muscle work with great speed. 10. Lactic acid tolerance increased. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 points. Thanks and have a nice day.